Greetings, spawners. Welcome back to another MTGA Pro video where we are doing some more Crimson Vow Standard Ranked. Today I'm bringing pretty popular character. Obviously his commander form's a little bit better, but I think this deck will prove to be very fun to play. We'll see how many W's we can get here, but if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to follow me on Twitch where I'm streaming some MTG and some other games that you may enjoy watching. Check that out in the description down below. But of course, if you're gonna like this stuff, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, whatever helps catch more of me in the future. So today we're playing some Orzhov vampires. Pretty straightforward. It's aggressive, but I put a lot of flyers, and there's a lot of flying vampires in this Orzhov deck. So it's pretty aggressive. It's got evasion. It has a lot of fun effects. Blood tokens, and all that good stuff. So let me show you what we're working with. So I got 3 Infernal Grasp. We have a lot of ways to gain life, so the 2 life loss is not a big deal. 3 Null Priest of Oblivion. This is one of my favorite cards that I've enjoyed playing since it's come out. Very strong, good early game or good late game. Voldarian Bloodcaster is one of the new cards. 2/1 flyers are very good, but also if any removal spells come in, as long as not exile, we get blood tokens, which can be pretty good. It's hard to flip this card, but if we ever get there, it's just another form of aggressiveness. So really like this card early game. Vanishing Verse for more removal, good against also enchantments or planeswalkers. For borrowed time for more exile. Exile has become very important as the graveyard has basically become a second deck in the current standard meta. Welcoming a Vampire, we do have ways to trigger this ability. So good ways to get card draw. But just a 2/3 flyer for 3 is fantastic. I only have 2 Falcon Wrath Forebears because this creature can't block. But it's really nice and it has great recursion. It also does have 1 toughness as a 3-drop, so I decided to not play too many, but it is good to play, I think, 2 or 3 in the deck. But I think the best 3-drop still by far is your Nighthawk Scavenger. It has everything, can be used offensively or defensively. Blood Vial Purveyor. Yeah, this card's good. It's bad against control matchups, very good against creature matchups, so it's just kind of like a... Hope we have a reason to play it, but otherwise our other 4-drop is going to be Edgar, which is just solid all around as long as he's not exiled. 2 Westgate Regents, just for a top end. The ward is actually not bad, but more than anything, it presents a threat that needs to be removed in some form. Mirror's Call, Aghanim's Awakening, 6 planes, 3/5 of the eye turns. Again, more exile effects, swamps, and some pathways to close out for the lands. This card is pretty straightforward. Just plays flyers, gets in there, does some things, gains life, and tries to sustain itself. So, yeah, pretty straightforward, I would say. So see how we do here. It's a fun deck. It's not a top tier deck by any means, but still fun. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. It's a bit aggressive, but don't really want to mulligan. If we start with an elf, that's okay with me. And it turns out it paid off. So we'll go ahead and just slam it down. Opponent did get a 1-drop, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, and we do see the Valky coming in. Very annoying, but we can exile Valky, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I don't really have any preference to it, to be quite honest, because I probably will exile it turn 3. Opponent is thinking of slowing us down? Is that what's happening? Alright, that is fine. So it doesn't matter, to be quite honest, because I am going to exile it. I think our opponent also knows that. Draw another land here. I'm really glad I kept this hand. So I don't really care about what's happening, if I'm frankly honest, because, yeah, even if he transforms, sure, it happens, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to be the aggressor, and I'm okay with that. Don't have the Sanctums. I thought about it, but I think Pathways are just a little bit more consistent with this type of deck anyway. Yeah, very interesting decision here. This is fine. So, I think he knows we're going to exile it, so it still works out in my favor. Because I get the creature back. And now we've caught up. And I don't have to deal with a Valky. Now, it is unfortunate because if there's any other threats that I actually care about, then we could be in trouble. But in the meantime, we're okay. I'm going to go ahead and play Edgar here. It's a Lord. And as long as he doesn't exile Edgar, Edgar will provide value. So I think it was a good play nonetheless. Oh, is it Oh, it's Mardu stuff. And as I literally said, as long as he doesn't exile, and there's the exile card, so unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll get a Kaya out of this exchange. That was a tough call. Here's the thing. They are a creature deck, so now I feel confident playing the Bloodveil Purveyor. Ooh, it's not a bad card right now. I'm going to go ahead. So this is fine. And here's the thing, you know, we're not doing too bad. Again, we are the aggressor here. Opponent's gonna have to do a lot of work to come back from this. They got a 5/6 flying trampler in the air. I don't even think they're gonna use that many blood tokens. They're still pumping down land. Here's the thing, this guy makes treasure. We're gonna be very happy with this. I do suspect that the forebear is going to disappear. That is fine. I don't mind. But, you know what? I think we're still coming out ahead in this exchange nonetheless. Okay, yep, I am going to lose the forebear, as predicted. As predicted. But I do get a blood token, which is fine for us, in all honesty. And he still really has not dealt with the problem at hand. So. I think I will just go ahead and play the forebear here. Just going to be aggressive. Just tell our opponent, hey, we've got a lot of threats. You got to get rid of them. And if the forebear can get in for attack, we can get a possible recursion going in. Opponent's still playing lands. Not... yep, that'll do it. So, was it a mistake to spleen everything? Possibly. Very possible at this point, yes. And again, Edgar got exiled. That was like just... that was not supposed to happen, I would say. It's super unfortunate. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal. I think more than anything, I could have played just the scavenger and been fine. Opponent only has 4 snowlands actually, so this is actually pretty important. So you can't get back Kaya. This is very important for us. So I'm a big fan of everything that's happened. I did kind of give our opponent potential resource, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. More than anything, I really wish I had a creature land at this point, but... or however the eye turn, I should say. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Opponent's probably a little salty they can't get back Kaya. I don't know if they're like thinking, like, why can't I get back Kaya? Well, the answer is pretty obvious, sir. Alrighty. Oh, this actually makes our decision super easy. Yeah, now we definitely get back the Blood Vial. Because I actually thought about getting the Nighthouse Scavenger, but since I have one in hand, I'm pretty happy with this. Now the opponent wants to use the Blood Vials. They could potentially draw out of this. That's very important, actually. But there is Lolth. But still pretty in our favor, I would say.
I'm hungry. Come.
Oh wow.
I'll tell you a secret.
Okay, doesn't even want the blockers, and it makes sense. We're playing Bloodveil, who has trample, which is insane. It's a trample that makes the card very good. Alrighty, let's just attack. Okay. Wow. So the reason I'm doing this is because even if my creature dies in this exchange, I'm okay with it. Yep, it's fine. Kill the do I actually kill the Irish? I do. It's a blocker out of the way. It's fine.
I will get what I want.
Alright, so continue to just play down the horde here. You do have to sacrifice a creature, so it doesn't quite get you out of the woods, I think. So we should be okay. Sure.
We will slay
Can sack one of them
enemies.
to get rid of the 5/6 trampler, which does help. But I'll still have. You can sack the merchant and then survive. Okay, does not sack the merchant. Now we're in a bit of a weird situation because the blood vial tokens could be helping our opponent. So it's not the ideal situation. Okay, opponent decides to dig for answers. Yeah, so so opponent got super lucky here with the meat hook draw more than anything, and now they started to stabilize. It's super unfortunate. So this is where the blood vial starts hurting us a little bit, and again, this is where the creature lane would have been so incredibly important. Maybe I need to be playing a full set. I don't know, but again, huge loss, Edgar. We just kind of everything that happened that shouldn't have happened kind of happened. So the meat hook came in. Okay. Yeah, now the opponent is just drawing everything they need. I'm going to go ahead and scoop here, so should we have won? I think my biggest mistake was spleening everything when I didn't need to that one turn. I think we could have played the Falcon with Forebear and just said we're good instead of playing 2 of my flyers that turn. More than anything, just those draws. Again, there is the downside of the Blood Vial Purveyor. If you don't close it out quickly, you're actually giving your opponent resources. I think in that instance, what happened was I just got a little too over-aggressive. I just decided to play everything when I didn't need to. And again, there were certain things that happened that was super unfortunate. Again, Edgar just, as long as he's not exiled, he's fine. What happened? He got exiled. So that's something, and I did not expect the Kaya. Like, the Kaya is not a very common pick in that type of deck. You mostly will see the Lolth and the Professor Onyx, but oh, well, this is a easy decision for me, guys. Absolutely not. Just, I don't need to see that. We're getting a little flooded here, but we should be okay. Probably see a 2/4 come in. Yeah. What a surprise. What a surprise. Oh, well, we could do this. Just go ahead and continue removing. Why not? Yeah. The Hollow Priest. I have my thoughts about it. Don't think it should be in standard at this point. Even in a best of 1. I just don't agree with it. Because it just kind of changes the format, honestly, or it changes the game considerably. But that's okay. Cleric class coming in here. Okay. Okay, you have all the cleric classes in the world. I'm gonna play Wesker Regent here. See how this goes. Now, and I have a removal spell in hand. So even if something big relatively comes down, I'm not worried. Has to pay 4 mana for this to level up, and that's when it becomes dangerous. But otherwise, I think I'm pretty set. And even if he does have a way to get rid of this, he's going to have to get rid of a card. So I'm pretty happy. I'm going to hold on to this until Big Threat actually comes down. I don't think this card is a threat as far as I'm concerned. So, again, discard a card, a very good ward effect, in my opinion. So this should be a relatively easy win. go ahead and discard a card, sir. So please lose more value. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. And in the meantime, I will play a bigger flyer. Oh, you have a 2/4, do you? Oh, you're gonna game some life, are you? Well, you know, I just don't think we need to see a 2/4 flyer, personally. Just not a fan. Now, I'm very tempted to play this, but we already have enough in the air as is, and, well, I'm gonna try and see if I can play this for this kicker. Opponent is digging. They're digging. I don't think anything saves them, though. They did find another Righteous Valkyrie. That's kind of impressive, I must say. They gained a bunch of life. Not bad. Unfortunately, it is over. Yeah, it is by far over. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy. You know what? Again, removal spell is very important. Even though they were gaining life, we just pressure them too hard. Again, classic. This is a good example where Bloodveil Purveyor does excel. And we just, luckily, we had a good spread of removal spells to just get exactly what we didn't want to see off the board. Allows us to be aggressive. And again, that Hollowed Priest, I was very happy to get rid of that. I know it might have seemed like, oh, you could play another 2/1 flyer, just being aggressive. I'm good. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to keep this. Very aggressive keep, but it's fine. I think this will be a very good keep or a very bad keep. It's very dependent on our draw. We have 3 turns, so we'll see how it goes. Or 2 turns. It's actually a lot worse than I thought. But you don't want to let that cards like that get out of control anytime soon. It just starts pressuring you, and when they play multiple threats, you're unsure to get what to get rid of. Make the decision easy and just get rid of the card. Easy peasy. I don't mind this draw, but I would like to see something else in the future. Oh, I was kind of afraid of that. It is arena, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this now. Super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But maybe we'll get a land draw here. And then get some good stuff. Headless Rider coming in. Ah, of course we do not draw another land. So this will probably just be a wash. Should I have mulliganed? What can I say? Well, we do see the land now. I'm gonna go ahead and actually get rid of Necro Duality. That is a very good card. We'll go ahead and not attack. We'll stop the aggression. We are on the losing end here. So, let's just try and survive. I think that's the name of the game here. I'm okay with this, personally. That's fine. Felsinger is a pretty solid card, I have to say. Sacrifice itself. It is kind of weird that it can sack itself. Not the biggest agreeer of that, I guess I should say. I'll go and play Edgar here. Edgar's good. I don't see too many exile effects coming in. Again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's at the beginning of your upkeep. Okay, that's a little annoying, but it's fine. I'm gonna hold on to Borrow Time. I don't know what's gonna come out, so let's just try to, do our best to survive here. Ooh, Academ's Awakening coming in hot. Okay. Exploit coming in. Alright, opponent's getting a... Yeah, again, we got rid of Necro Duality, so pretty happy. This is actually super important. And so is a lifelink. Also very important here. I'm going to hold down the Barretts here. Again, the longer we can... honestly, I think stalling is more in our favor. Because of Edgar, so I don't mind what I'm seeing. Yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Sure. Yeah. Again, Death Touch, very important here. I have pretty easy blocks, I would say. The flyer's kind of nice. Yep, this is fine. I'm pretty happy with this. Sure. Double Headless Rider is pretty bad, though, I have to say. Oh, this is actually a lot worse than I thought. I forgot about the Headless Rider. That was the issue. Oh, this is actually problematic.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Yeah. You know what? This was actually bad. Oh, this was actually very, very bad. Uh-oh. It's a non-token, right? Okay, that's fine. Should be okay, as far as I'm concerned. They're not triggering the Headless Riders. Gonna gain some life here. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is actually insane. This deck is insane. I want to build this now. This would be pretty nuts, though, against what's happening? Oh, the -1/-1. Of course! I didn't see it. Alright, well, this could be GG's. Oh my gosh, he has all the Headless Riders. This guy's a monster. Well, that's pretty bad.
You will serve me well.
I actually needed a land very badly. Is there a way I survive? No. I would have to... Oh my gosh, I don't know if there's a way I survive. I think I have to... I don't know. I think I just have to bank on surviving. I'll figure out the math later. I just have to survive somehow. I think that's the only conclusion. It looks like he has a kill spell anyway. Yep, that'll do it. Yep, I figured that might be the case here. Alright, he's going balls to the wall. Alright. I don't know what it is. It's just... Yep, I'm pretty sure I'm dead regardless, to be quite honest, but... And there we go. Alright. Well, when your opponent plays Headless Riders and then continues to play two more, it is very, very hard to mount a comeback. So, I will say, we're doing a lot better than I thought. You know, we are just kind of, if I'm frankly honest, we're kind of just running into those certain decks, and those certain moments were super unfortunate. Again, we kept a two-lander. I went for the risk. Would have been very, very different otherwise, because I would have been able to do a lot more stuff, but... I should not have kept this. This, I don't know why I thought I saw a swamp, but I didn't. Again, just another bad case of bad luck, honestly. The Shuffler is very brutal sometimes. It is just... I have to pray for a black land. Simple as that. And we, of course, draw the white land. Yep. And now we're drawing the lands. Except not the lands that we want. Alright. So, should have mulliganed. I thought I saw a swamp. I don't know. It happens. Alright. It happens. It happens. It happens. We're going down the rank a little bit. It's fine. You guys have better luck than me. You guys are better at seeing things. I have glasses and I've somehow missed that. Don't worry. We're going to end on a W here. Again, our good matchups are against other creature decks when we have a decent curve as well. So one of those games, I just made poor decisions. Also ran into weird Kaya. should not have happened. Second game, perfect. Third and fourth game, just struck a bad luck, in all honesty. And of course, when we do have a hand we can keep, we're going second. So we call this the Nerdville curse, where we're going first, we have to mulligan. Where we're going second, we keep, but we're going second. So it is what it is. I'm not. Here's the thing. All the luck I have in this game is actually in person. I opened a set booster of Crimson Vow. You guys want to know what I got? My set list cards were Micaeus, the good one, the zombie version, and then Archive Trap. Those were my set list cards. Those two cards paid for more than half the box. I was a pretty happy boy. I'll just say that. I was a happy boy. I would gladly, and you know, I also pulled up good rares and other mythics and such from the set booster. But honestly, I was like, this is why you buy a set booster, by the way. This is why you buy a set booster. Okay, so is it nothing new here? Again, Edgar could come in pretty handy because they're not going to be playing Exile effects. Double Expressive Iteration. That is $14 that the opponent just played there. That is... What a card. What a card, right? So here's the thing. I have to be very careful here. I can't even play the Bloodveil Purveyor because I haven't drawn a second swap. Again, the Nerdville luck here coming in. But I have to play it. It's the only aggressive card really have. That makes sense. If I get countered, I get countered. I have to roll with the punches at the end of the day. Here's the thing. What I like about Edgar in this specific matchup is, as long as if he's not countered, he will just be a constant threat. He's either a 4/4 that is swinging in into the opponent's face because they're not going to have too many blockers. If he gets rid of it, then he's giving me more creatures to work with. I did want to play him main phase 2 because if they remove the Bloodcaster, then I know that they were staying here. Opponent opts to scry here. I actually thought they were going to bounce Edgar, but I guess they have a solution for it. Here comes the Goldspan Dragon here. Oh, again. So this is what I like about Edgar. This is what I like about Edgar. He's looking at it, he's like, why did Edgar just come back? Well, Edgar came back because Edgar comes back. Now again, we have a problem. We can't do two things with 4 manas. Ah! Okay, so this is what I mean about running into weird things. Most Izzet decks have actually steered away from Prismari Command, yet this guy is still playing it. This is his 3rd copy of Expressive Iteration. My goodness! So, and again, we're stuck. We haven't found a second swamp. So, this was just not a good day for us at the end of the day. They probably have another Fading Hope to bounce us around a little bit. Okay, they don't. That's fine. I'm just gonna play the Forebear. I just have to get as aggressive as possible, and hope for the best. At this point, though, I have removal spells, which is nice, but the opponent's got too much land. I haven't been able to play the Purveyor. Not that I would want to, in all. Well, now I really wish I had Purveyor because this would be insane. I'd be swinging it for so much. They would. All right, here comes Auron's Epiphany, incoming at some point in our lives. Alright, what bounce spell do you have for me? Again, been stuck on lands. Haven't found our second swamp. Played so many. Didn't even have to kick that. Incredible work from our opponent. Again, we are running into the weirdest opponents. If you don't think this is awkward, like Cinderclasm and Thundering Rebuke is also a little weird, to be quite honest. I've stayed away from that. And Prismari Command at this day and age, you're crazy. Just saying, you're crazy. Izzet players do not play cards like that. Playing Spikefield Hazard. Spikefield Hazard, actually, they've actually brought that card back. But in all honesty, this was GG the moment I couldn't draw my second swamp and couldn't just pressure the opponent enough. There is one now. Okay, sure. Does he really want to counter this? Goodness. Again, bar time's going to be a little helpful. Opponent hasn't. I mean, I don't know if their goal is to. I'm thinking that their goal is to play Lear at some point where they think it's safe. I'm not going to allow him that opportunity as much as I can. Yeah, I definitely have more cards than you because I haven't been drawing lands, my friend. So there you go. And now I'm going to start kind of turning lands at a certain point. So we'll see what we can do. I think I should have kept that personally. Alright. Might as well try. I don't expect him to survive ever, but might as well try. Yeah, I mean, it's 3 damage. Might as well try. Again, land discrepancy here is fairly big. Has another spike field hazard. Which sucks because it exiled. Okay, this is fine. I can work with this one. Again, I don't know why you're playing Prismari Command out of all things, but you are. Okay. Gonna try. Have to try. You know what's actually really nice about these flyers is that they block Auron's Epiphany. And yeah. Again, Cathartic Pyre, weird card. Not a common card. I did have to try for the Welcoming Vampire because it is card draw. So. Okay, well, so reason I'm not playing Bloodveil Purveyor is just basically resource for the opponent at this point. They haven't really done anything. It's when they get the Lear that it's going to be pretty nuts. So Bloodveil Purveyor, I'm going to try and hold them off as long as I can. I really don't want, especially with 5 lane, that means I can do nothing. So it just really becomes problematic at a certain point. I really have to make sure I can deal with the Lear as much as I can. And that's where we are. Okay. We're just trying our best here. I expect an Auron's Epiphany at some point. I should expect like multiple, honestly. I have to try. Maybe I should have held that. I don't know. I just don't want that thing flipping. Yep, and again, this is where the discrepancy of mana has become very important. So, this is GG, I'm afraid. I mean, yeah, the discrepancy has just become too large. We've tried, but I know he's gonna counter this, but I've got to try. Oh, he actually doesn't counter it. Okay, very interesting. I actually thought he would counter that. I have to. I don't want to play the Purveyor, but the he's already got the advantage. Got Exhibition. Yep, it's a good card as well. Oh, might as well play it, right? You know what? I'm just gonna get as aggressive as I can. Blood tokens may help him, but I've got to try. I just have to try. Okay, just looking at the card. Yeah, this, I mean, it pressures me, but, it's not... What? Oh, it's blood token. I thought it was artifacts for whatever reason. Okay. I should have played borrowed time. Okay, this is fine. I'm not countering anything, that's for sure. I swear to God, if the blood vial helps him, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh my gosh, it's gonna help him. Just watch, guys. It's gonna help him. It's 100% gonna help him. Just... Okay. We're alive. I also have a blocker. Okay. I'm not dead to 7. He's already declared attacker, so he can't change to creature lands. Okay. 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 You know what? I made a mistake there. So my mistake is that I didn't suspect the second hull brick horror, to be fair. I don't think I could, in all honesty. Yeah, that'll do it though. That's super unfortunate more than anything. It just didn't have to be that specific card. But so today was just a stroke of bad luck. We just honestly run into the weirdest deck techs and just bad luck all around. But that's okay. That's part of the game. But again, you guys probably have better luck than me. But I think the deck's fantastic. We were just so close, just always like a turn or two off more than anything. And that's the game. That's what's beautiful about it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this regardless, seeing me struggle and all that good stuff. Again, be sure to follow my Twitch and all that good stuff. And then right now up top, YouTube is showing you my most recent video. And right below that is a video that YouTube's like, hey, check this out. This video is awesome. So go ahead and check those videos out. It really helps me out. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for the next Art Fill.